Trying to see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Is it working? Oh. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Kenya?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see me?
No, I just see
Okay.
it.
Wait a minute. It's weird because it's let me see what I'm doing wrong.
Do you see the little, it looks like a video camera?
Yeah, it says stop video.
Well, you should hit it because it looks like that's where we're having. Have you ever done a Zoom before?
Yeah, and usually it just pop back up. Let me I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Oh, can you hear me?
Okay. It's still
Are you
not.
sure it says stop video?
It says start, so I'll just hit that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And it's still got an X on it.
Wonder what that's about. Are you on a computer that you normally do Zoom with?
Yeah, when I use, let me see what video settings it says.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, I'm more than patient. My
Okay.
kids downstairs just gives me a quiet moment.
All right, let me see. This is weird.
You want to do it on your cell phone?
Yeah, I think I better. All right, let me log in from my phone.
No worries, no worries.
All right.
Yeah. Oh man, totally forgot. All right, we're making leeway.
All right. Can you see me?
Not yet, but I see your picture.
Yeah. So okay.
There we go. I feel it's gonna come.
Yeah.
Praise
Because I
God.
only use this 3 times because my job uses we use Skype. So I don't even use Zoom since this whole pandemic
I
really.
don't even know why you're explaining yourself. This time belongs to you.
Okay.
Okay, we here right now. So you have beautiful locks. Hold your head down just a little bit. All right, it's been a minute since you had a maintenance. Me too, girl.
Yeah, I honestly I had been following you for a while because I don't know, I think it's been like 4 years, but my girlfriend, she just took hers out, but she had locks for years, but she basically started mine. And then I think maybe I went to her for about a year. And then after that, I just been doing them myself. But I was thinking about it. And like I said, I've been like following different people to see like who I would want to use. And I've been looking at you, and it was one other place. And then I just figured I would, I wanted to come to your shop. But I wanted to basically I want to make sure, I know it's not probably healthy the way it should be.
No judgment. We're gonna get it back on track.
Yeah. So that's why I need like build up my edges. And I do have one, because I see you was talking about the interlock, and I do have one where it's like thin towards the middle,
Yeah.
like one lock maybe, but yeah.
So when was the last time? Tell me your regimen. What do you normally do? What's your hair routine?
Normally lately I've been working on not putting too much tension, so not retwisting, like leaving it alone.
Mhm.
So usually I'll I don't know, I think maybe every 2 or 3 months I wash it, maybe 2 months. Sometimes I think I wash it too much, but I wash it, I let it air dry. I started using aloe vera mixed with it might be Gores, I might be saying it wrong. It's in a white clear tub with the purple top. It's lock and gel.
Oh, I'm not. We make our own lock and
Yeah,
gel.
So that's why, So anyway, somebody I follow, I was using aloe vera gel with this other lock-in stuff, and I would twist my hair. Usually I might braid it, or
Yeah, so I can see the crinkly in it. Yeah.
yeah, I started the rods. I did that once.
Mhm.
And stuff like that, but that's about it. So, and then I usually always wear like a silk scarf at night, like the wrap or whatever. I've been using the black castor oil like on my edges.
Okay. Just be careful. That stuff is thick, so we want to make
Yeah,
sure.
so that's
the buildup.
yes. And
Yes.
then probably too when I twisted. So that's why the whole point of me wanting to come was to make sure that, plus to treat myself and to, get my hair healthy. Because I can see the buildup, and I was do you suggest brushing your locks?
Okay, so here's the thing with brushing your locks. Yes, it helps get rid of little debris and what have you. I found that if the person isn't mindful about how they're doing it, they actually begin to start brushing their new growth.
Yes.
So that means they're pulling their hair out their locks. So when people start brushing or saying, oh, you should brush your locks, it should come with a disclaimer. Like, okay, you only brush the length of your locks. As you're brushing your hair, if you see that your maintenance is now getting more, or your length of your cylinder is getting more frizzy, or you feeling like you're combing them out or weakening them, then don't stop doing it. So, the whole thing with brushing, I see why, but sometimes people go too far and they're actually brushing their new growth and pulling the hair away from their locks.
And I could tell that for one, the buildup, because I even tried like the detoxing and stuff, but then I would still see buildup, and I said
castor oil.
Huh?
Right, it's that
probably that and the product.
And a product. So because I want people to think of locks as sponges.
A plant. Oh, okay.
You can think of it, yes, it needs to grow like a plant, but as it relates to our maintenance, we just want to make sure we're thinking of it like a sponge. It's certain things you're not going to wash with a sponge.
Okay.
right? Because you
Okay.
know it's going to get nasty and dirty, and it's
Yeah.
going to get full, clean it out, and you know it builds bacteria. That's how I want you to look at your hair. So the
Okay.
first three ingredients that's mentioned in a product is what is mostly made out of. So if you see things like alcohol, you can use your smartphone to figure, figure out what exactly it is, or any creamy substances. You just want it to be fluid. You want it to be
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
So that's what I would like. But you come into the shop, so you can buy everything that we're going to use.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's talk about getting some of that buildup out.
Okay.
All right. So we use apple cider vinegar. Have you ever used apple cider vinegar?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But we dilute it, and we also
Okay.
use baking soda. Have you ever
Okay.
used baking soda?
Yeah, I did that.
And you still have it build up?
Well, I think what it is because it's myself, I'm using like a tub and I'm only laying there, but so
I
it's
should we'll
different. I
be
know
able
if
to
I
see
come in
you.
the shop. Now, I do
Right.
have a question for you. So because I was looking at, so what do it start? I know it says it starts at 92 at the shoulders. I'm just looking like price wise with it.
Oh, you should be paying $90. It's not 92. It'll be 90.
Okay.
It'll be, let me give you the range because it depends on what stylist. So we have stylists that's been with us for 20 years. So they
Okay.
are senior stylists. So they're paying $95. Their maintenance is
Okay.
$95. Then we have people, and I always try to do this. We have people who've been with us for years. They still been with us for years, but not as long as 20. That it's a variation of prices. So we go anywhere from 65 to
Oh, wait a minute, I can't hear you. You said 65 to what?
I try to do that purposely, have the range in prices, because depending upon what your budget is how you should maneuver. Everybody is trained the Duafe way, and everybody's using the same product. So
Okay.
people get used to having one stylist. Go ahead, you rock out. But I say you should move how your money moves.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I respect that.
So nobody's gonna roll their eyes at you because everybody understands the process in the shop.
Yeah.
Non-competitive environment. So my suggestion would be, let's do apple cider vinegar. Let's do a baking soda rinse, and we have a clarifying shampoo, right?
Okay.
None of those three things are going to dry out your hair because the apple cider vinegar, we dilute it. So we're
Okay.
not putting straight apple cider vinegar. And if for some reason, after what we do our process and we find that it does not take it out the way we want it to, if we can do a session of 3 different maintenances, and you'll see the difference between all 3.
Okay. Now, what you suggest about say just maintenance in your hair, like oil on it? What do you?
So this is what I do with mine. I spray a little water on it, and then I put oil on it to seal it.
Okay.
So I just spray a little water, and then I put oil, and it makes it look more shinier. It gives a bigger and better appearance of that it's properly moisture, and it feels better. So if you can oil your hair at least 2 to 3 times a week, make sure that you don't douse. Some people go heavy. You want to make sure you're getting the length of your hair. So before I saw you, my hair looked ashy. I put like a $half size, spray a little water on it, and then I just went through the length. Because that's what some people don't do. They're more so concerned with their new growth. They're not concerned with, you want the length of your locks to be oiled.
Okay. All right.
Come on, give it to me. I'm ready.
Right. And what do so Tuesdays is your discount day. What do that look like? Is it certain services?
It's just traditional maintenance. It's not interlock.
Okay.
So if you don't mind me going back to what I see in the conversation that we had earlier, it sounds to me that you have a lot of new growth.
Yeah.
Right. And usually maintenance, you just want an inch and a half at most. It looks to me like it's a little longer than an inch and a half. Am I right with some of your new growth?
Yeah, because I tried not touching it.
Right. Would you, and I'm just offering this, and it's up to you how you want to manage your appointment. We could do some interlocks, maybe around the perimeter, just around the perimeter.
So what is the interlock? What is that?
Interlock is when we use the tool and we're actually interlocking your hair to itself, right?
Okay.
So this is how I get my hair. That's the reason why it doesn't look twisted and tight. I make sure I don't like to have my hair tight to my head. All right.
So what's the difference between interlocking and, I guess, I don't know.
Interlocking, we can control how much tension is being used. We can
Okay.
make sure that we're not taking it all the way down to your new growth. Palm
Okay.
rolls, which is really beautiful. It gives like a slicker look. It's cleaner. When we palm roll your hair, of course, the tension is there, and then we can add a style, so it's tension to that. I'm not sure where people are in their like you saying that you shampoo your hair. I don't know if you're separating it. I just don't know. I'm trying to fill in the empty gaps.
Okay.
So there's times for me before I started interlocking my whole hair, I would just interlock the perimeter just so I knew around my edges, because after I breastfed both my kids, it's just been, stress and everything else. My edges aren't what it used to be. So interlocking for me has helped my locks stay on my head.
Okay. Okay. So you
But
think interlocking, I guess, I don't know. I guess like once I come in, they'll be able to determine which one works best. I guess like you said,
why don't
because
we
I am.
Why don't we do, just because I am offering you something that's out of your normal, your normal service, we can do the traditional maintenance, but I would like for you to get 2-strand twists as a style, because that will
Okay.
hold in your maintenance, so it's going to last. So you can keep the
Okay.
2-strand twist in for 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, a month if you want to. Then when you take it out, your maintenance is still there.
Okay.
It's
But it
not as
sounds good
tight
because
as
like
it
you
is.
said, the interlocking helps to take off the tension.
Right, it does, but it's just not a cleaner look like
Okay.
traditional movements. So for me, I would like to walk into that with you, because
Okay.
we are new, because we dating now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so the ideal is just to make sure that we're servicing you and slow walking you into the process of getting you totally back on track. So that's
Okay.
why let's do the traditional maintenance. I will put in our notes that if they see little areas that may, like you said, that real thin one that you need a repair, I'll put
Yeah.
in that you need a repair, that you need a detox and maintenance and a style. And I
Okay.
would suggest
Because
you
with
try
the
to get
repair,
some.
I'm pretty sure, well, you probably charge extra for the repair, right? Does it
Charge
depend on?
is a la carte.
Okay.
So there's the maintenance will be anywhere from what on a discount day, I think it's $75, $65 to $75, depending upon whose chair. The detox is going to be $25. The style is going to also be another $25 to $35, depending upon what style you choose.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
But
you said
it's
25.
good that you're coming in on Tuesday, because at least you're saving a little bit of something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So Tuesday appointment, and you need a detox and maintenance.
And you said to do for a style, the 2 strands was.
Yeah,
So
because you
how?
like, go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay. Because I know like you said, the whole thing is for me to get maintenance on track. So let's say once it's on track, what's the normal, like, what would you say, like, that I will come in for maintenance? Where
I
it's
would
not.
love it if you came in every 6 to 7 weeks. How about that?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So
Mhm.
it's space and time. Once you get that hairstyle, it's going to hold your maintenance in a little bit longer. Right? And
Okay.
I want to make sure that when people are swinging back, that we're not over twisting.
Yeah.
Right? That we're putting some space and time in between the tension of the style and what have you. So that once a month thing only happens when you first starting your locks, because
Okay.
coils can come out, the twists can come out. So we just want to make sure we're keeping that cylinder. But once your hair is mature, there's some
Yeah.
people who still want to come every once a month, but that's their own thing. So
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just get out their way. But a normal suggestion would be from 6 to 8 weeks. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Get a
Okay.
style that will give you 3 to 4 weeks of being able to keep it in style, and then you should have another 3 weeks or more with the style, with your hair textured and your maintenance.
Okay. All right.
How does that feel?
It sounds good. And so how do yeah, like you said, so first things you said, as far as like who does it, it just depends on budget. I mean, well, depending on who I want. I guess so when I do make an appointment,
This is what I would do if I were you,
yeah.
because I know how we are culturally. I know us
Mhm.
like the back of our hand.
Yes.
And oh wait, my I have a bed that goes up and down. I was like, why am I
Okay.
so shorter? Um I know how we are. If you lean into the process of Duafe, you're going to enjoy your process there, right? Because people get caught into one person. You may just sticking with that person because you're scared to meet somebody else.
Right.
Versus identifying who's best for you. And that
Okay.
only happens with you being a little flexible, right?
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right. And there's also times, and here's the real talk, there's times that stylists take off. It's times that their kids get sick. It's times that, you know, they want to party on their birthday a little bit longer. They went out partying last night. They may not feel good the next. You don't know. It's humans.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if you allow yourself to be flexible, if God forbid any of those human things happen in their world, you will never get affected by your appointment, because we'll call you and say, hey, stylist X isn't available for the same date and time, but can I please put you with the same time with the stylist B? And for me, I would much rather get service and not rely on other people's lifestyles.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, because from what I can see, like you said, everybody's being taught the same way. And I like the fact, like you said, that, you know, you got the ones, depending on how long they've been there, you know, which makes sense, depending on the price range here.
So some days you may want to go with stylist X where you know you're going to pay a good 125 leaving out the door, right?
Yeah.
135 leaving out the door. And then you may want to go to stylist because you want to do something else with your money. You may want to go to stylist B because there's $65 and I know the stylist won't look just the same. And so
okay.
If you have any more questions, my sweet Kenya.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, well, you give a lot of good information out on your page too. I love it. And you're a good storyteller.
Girl, I've been through enough.
Yeah, but you good with telling stories. But I always do that. I always watch people before I decide to you know, but yeah, I love your I had gave your information to my daughter boyfriend started locks. And so sometimes she don't know what she's doing. Sometimes she'll, I guess from following YouTube, she'll twist it, but he's been looking for somebody because he had them a long time ago, but he just started getting them again. So I sent her your information. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm grateful. We're going to take good care of you. And you know what? What I would like to do is just keep the lines of communication open. If for any reason you feel a need that you need to talk to me personally, book that virtual consult and we'll just be face-to-face and deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. Okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you, Kenya. I'm grateful.
Thank you so much.
All right. Peace.
All right.
And they're going to call you on Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.